Hi everyone, welcome to another week of Check It Out, where I recommend titles that you can learn from, connect with, and explore. This week's title I am super excited about, The Magnolia Sword, A Ballad of Mulan by Sherry Thomas. This is a historic fiction, or like own voices. Sherry Thomas is a Chinese-American author. So really, really love this book. I can't say enough good things about it. You have a little bit of everything. You have history, culture, political intrigue, war, romance, sword fighting, martial arts, family rivalries, vengeance. It's all there. And it's really nicely done. I mean, this book isn't super, super long. So there's a lot to put between these pages. But it's beautifully written. Sherry Thomas is a best-selling author for a reason. I had very little historic knowledge about this time period going into this book. I definitely feel inspired to learn more. I even looked up the Ballad of Mulan because it's a famous Chinese poem. So I felt really inspired after reading this. But Sherry Thomas paints this really wonderful, vivid picture of the time period. I had no problem picturing the scenes and what the characters were going through. So it's really, really beautifully written. But the story of Mulan is that she is a young girl who has been trained all of her life by her father for a duel between their family and another family of prominence, the Yuan family. So she's been preparing for this sword fight her entire life. And on the day that it's supposed to happen, the family actually gets a summons for the able-bodied males to come to the front because there is a war on, and they need all the able-bodied men to come and fight. And in Mulan's household, they don't have able-bodied men to choose from. Her brother is too young, and her dad is paralyzed from the previous duel that he fought in. So Mulan goes dressed as a man, and she has the benefit of being trained in the ways of a woman of that time period, and as well as a man. She knows martial arts, she knows sword fighting, she is very well skilled with hidden weaponry. So she has this really great skill set, and she uses that to get herself ahead and try to remain safe in this war. When she arrives at the front, she bands up with the princeling and his band of warriors. She falls in with them and finds camaraderie and brotherhood and trust. And that's really powerful. That's a really powerful moment in the book. But I can't say enough good things about this book. Mulan, she's flawed, but she's also awesome. She makes mistakes, but she also makes really important conclusions, and she's smart, and she's witty. So I loved the character. I loved everything about this book. History just totally came alive for me in this. There is a romance between Mulan and the princeling, but it is definitely not the focus of the book. The focus of the book is on Mulan's journey and the war that's happening, and just the history and culture of the Wuxia martial arts, which is kind of what this book is modeled after. So that's definitely the focus, is more on, the history of it, which I loved. So if you do have a chance to pick this up, I would encourage you to read the author's note and the supplemental information first, because Sherry Thomas gives a really nice context as to how she went about writing it, and the research that she did gives you a better idea of where you're coming from. And it also explains a little bit of the language, which I found really helpful and wish I would have read first, because they do use some of the traditional language, and it has a lot of meaning. So if you have a chance to pick it up, I would encourage you to do that. The themes of this book are breaking gender barriers, finding courage, and cultural heritage, and respect. Okay, big on the respect. So love this book. My read-alikes, I will suggest Fearless Girls, Wise Women, and Beloved Sisters. These are heroines in folktale from around the world. So I love that this gives you a big look at different folktales from around the world, all featuring really awesome women. So definitely fits within the theme. And then 1,000 Beginnings and Endings. I printed this one out because we have it in his electronic audiobook. So really great to listen to. But it is a collection of short stories written by prominent YA authors who are really popular right now. So I would encourage you to pick that up. But it's all inspired by East Asian mythology and folklore. So with that, I hope you found something to book up your week. Thanks, everyone.